Hey folks, I'm Ted Cantu, HowMuchItFinds.com, and today I'm so excited because we're here on the set, a cooking set that is, for Mr. Zack Sklar. And he is causing quite a sensation right now in the West Bloomfield area as one of the hottest caterers. So, Zack, thank you for coming on board.
Absolutely. Happy to have you.
Yeah, this is it's exciting stuff. I came across an article as a 944 magazine, and said, you're the guy to watch. So I called him up, and here he is.
Well, yeah, he came out. We're from New York. We are innovative caterers in town. That's what we call ourselves. We strive to be outside the box. So people have had cater events with lots of surf and turf, and filet mignon. How many cater events have you had filet and a piece of chicken? And so and those events are fine. But we're here to offer something new, something a little different, a little bit edgy, and hence the name of our company, Cutting Edge Cuisine. So working with some molecular gastronomy and some food that's a little bit outside the box. Food that you might see at some trendy restaurants in New York or LA or Chicago that are actually at catered events. And so the difficult part for us is actually producing that quality of food for the masses. So it's been a challenge, but that's really why we're getting some of this press and getting our names out there. And so we're very fortunate.
I'm a big fan. I grew up in New York City, so I understand the culture. You guys use square plates?
Oh yeah, we do all that stuff. We serve food on bricks and on top of all kinds of weird. We bought plants. What you pot plants in. We were serving food out of there and for a garden party,
wow.
And just
Very
really
cool.
We just did a course. All the first course was served on top of bricks, so it's like really outside edgy stuff. So for some people who are a little bit more traditional, it's a little bit difficult to grasp a hold of our style.
Yeah.
But we do the traditional stuff too. Don't get me wrong. But we're really where we really shine is when we do that innovative, outside the box food.
That is really, really cool. I was really impressed with your website too, and folks, we're going to have pictures of some of Zack's work as we talk here. So it was really great to see some of these different things that you're putting together.
Yeah.
And we're going to take you back in the kitchen a little bit and kind of show you what some of Zack is, different things he's working on today. And you got a barbecue thing going on today.
Yeah, we got like I was saying, we do that outside the box, and then we do some basic stuff. So this week we actually have a barbecue themed event outside for a couple hundred people, and so we kind of take barbecued regular everyday items and make them a little different. So they wanted corn on the cob, so we're doing corn with tequila, lime, honey butter, and
Wow,
so we kind of jazz things up a little bit. So yeah, we go from doing really high-end stuff to doing barbecue foods and basic foods like we're doing this weekend. But like I said, we jazz them up, we spice them up a little bit so that it's still outside the box. It's a different experience than a standard barbecue fare that you might get from a caterer.
Wow, that is very, very cool. Now you got me curious. What's the presentation going to be like for the chicken?
For the barbecue, everything we have a different style of presenting. I'm very big on the flow of events, and so what we're doing is we're actually passing all the food at this barbecue. So instead of having buffets like you would at a normal, an event or a plated meal, I want people to socialize. This is an outdoor party, enjoy the sun. Why sit down for 2 hours? And the idea is that so I have all my service staff passing all this fun barbecue food. We're doing crispy onion, crispy shallot, macaroni and cheese inside little espresso cups, so that can be passed. This corn on the cob is going to be, the husk is going to be pulled back and wrapped in raffia so they can eat it without getting their hands dirty. All kinds of weird, fun stuff, but it's all being passed to create like a really cool flow. Even the desserts being passed. We're doing deconstructed key lime pie that's being passed. They wanted fruit, so we're doing fruit on a skewer with some coconut granola and some Tupelo honey that's on a skewer, so it's passed. So again, the idea is that you create, a different style of an event when everyone's kind of talking and mingling, as opposed to sitting down, at a table. People really enjoy when you can go all around and eat at high-top tables and create, a different flow. So all of our food is passed for this event, and we do a lot of that, even for dinner. So we do past appetizers to start with. We do 5 or 6 of those. Then we do past dinner, like I was telling you, the mac and cheese and all kinds of lamb chops and fun stuff. And then we do all the desserts past as well, and the drinks as well. So, you know, it's a really cool style of dining, so that you're not just sitting for 2 hours.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you really interact with your audience, and they get to interact with you as well.
Yeah, it's important. You know, creating. It's to me, you know, I grew up learning only about food, and I kind of learned that it's more when you're doing events, things like doing the strolling type of dining. It's more about making an event. So, you know, we've actually focused on. We've taken food and then we've built outside that box, and we've created other revenue streams for us. You know, now we handle all the linens and florals and, you know, service, bartending, and, you know, whatever it is, you know, staging that you may need for an event. So the idea is that everything that we put our hands on matches our food. You know what I mean? It's nothing like when you go to an event and let's say the linens are very trendy and the food is old school and kind of stale. You know what I mean? So we like to get our hands on everything so that it's our style. You know, it's cutting edge style, it's modern, so that, you know, because we were at events before where, you know, they bring in these, like I said, these floral arrangements that are a little bit, you know, outdated, and then we put our food next to it on this buffet table, and it's just like, it didn't make sense. You know what I mean? We're serving food on bricks and they're serving carnations. So it was like, what's going on here? It just doesn't make sense. So we've actually ventured outside the box and we're in a full event company. So
that is really exciting.
Yeah, it's very cool.
So you create a whole atmosphere.
That's the idea. It's not just about food, it's about the atmosphere. And, you know, hence our tagline, a culinary experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know, we do these events for, you know, whether they're weddings or bar mitzvah or corporate events. You know, these are some of the most important times in people's lives, most important days. So the idea is that when we can create something that's so special, you know what I mean? It's not a generic event. You know, it's never. You know, I had a client come to me yesterday. They said, "Well, we're having a bar mitzvah, and we want it's a tennis theme." I said, "Well, you know what we're going to do? I'm going to have all my servers serve the food on tennis rackets. We're going to pass all the food on tennis rackets. You know what I mean? And then we're doing a sorbet course where we're cutting tennis balls in half, and we're going to put down, we're going to line it, and we're going to put a scoop of sorbet inside of a tennis ball that's cut in half. So it's outside the box thinking. It's weird, fun, innovative. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fantastic.
So that's how we do things. It's not just about food.